chapter 4, Betrothed. Volke and Illia, and don't get any ideas real quick with the title of the chapter and who we're talking to. First off, Volke and Illia are not getting betrothed. They are talking, though, about how Volke got kind of emotional when he thought he was dying, and I don't blame him on that at all.
You get that right when you're on your deathbed.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to say what I want to say at that point. Now, Nicholin, I love the return of Nicholin as a character because Nicholin wants to be praised for suggesting that Volke goes into the swamp to go find the swamp monster in the Endless Mire originally. And that is essentially why Volke obtained a true form nightmare. Only Nicholin. Actually, I take that back. Nicholin and Zaxxas. Those are the two that I would totally expect to be able to draw a conclusion to that.
Yes, it very much feels like that last place team that like beats one team and they're like, well, we beat them and they beat them, so we beat the first place team.
Essentially, we are the best. Volke feels the "I told you so" moment about to come up, and Illia very quickly says, "I'm not going to do that." And the "I told you so" moment was Volke getting upset with Illia when she decided that she's going to kill Callisto and just take off from the middle of the nowhere, just take off in the middle of the night and chase after a dread pirate. And then Volke here does the same thing when he gets to play. He's like, yeet to my guild pendant. Bye, Felicia. She thankfully doesn't actually do the whole "I told you so" thing. She lets him have it. She lets him beat himself up. But
I wanted her to.
It was one of those like, oh, I kind of wish she did, just to rub it in his face. And Volke would have just taken it. Like, he would have been like, yeah, you're right. You're 100% right. Volke is very hungry after sleeping 2 days and not really having much to eat at all. So he goes down to the galley. He actually gets 2 rations of food instead of the like sawdust jerky and the absolute stupid rock hard biscuits that they were getting before they find out that Volke saved Bayou in New Nora. So he's actually, not only is he able to get edible food, but he's also able to get seconds of said edible food. He ventures up to go eat in his own cabin, and Evianna happens to be there, and she's pretty much the only person we haven't seen since he's gotten back on the ship and since we've started this book. And I just love how she's just like, oh, you're going to help me train because you're a Nightmare Arcanist. And obviously, since you're a true form Nightmare Arcanist, I can learn so much more from you. And I've already talked to Master Zelfrey, and he says that it's okay. So I wonder if Master Zelfrey was like, let me promote him real quick to Journeyman so that way he can train her. So
that's exactly where I went with it, too. He was like, if Volke's training her, then I'm not.
Right, and I bet that Zelfrey would have enjoyed the whole like bossing her around since she was a princess from the Argo Empire and realistically has absolutely zero meaning at this point. But I imagine he probably would have enjoyed it. But just the constant whining, we know how much he loves whining. We find out that Evianna is 4 months away from becoming an adult arcanist or adult in their society, which was the age of 15. And we know that she is 14 years old, soon to be 15. And we learn that Volke is 17, and that because she is a princess and that Volke has dithered around for too long, that she has chosen a partner, and that is that. And they are now betrothed. She has bestowed her betrothal on him.
This is just one of the funniest moments in the series. I feel so bad for Volke trying to piece together how he got into the situation, but it is hilarious.
And his jaw's just like on the floor, and I don't remember what it was that he said specifically towards her, but she says, "I can't believe you. My betrothed would do that to me." Like, this is not gonna be it's not gonna go away.
No, this is not a fling.
Love Luthair so much. So she leaves, and Volke is sitting there trying to figure out what the hell just happened, and finally was like, "Hey, Luthair, what kind of advice could you give me about this situation? And in true Luthair fashion, is that only Volk would have been able to get into this position, and that Mathis would never have gotten himself in a predicament in the first place. So not only would he have not fought a Dread Pirate Arcanist as like a year, if that, being bonded, second bonded, he would have been stupid enough to get into that position. Now he managed to get himself betrothed.
And I just know Luthair is just laughing at him, being like, "This is your problem, dude. I'm not helping you with this one."
He's sitting in the void, just going. The description down below will have the links to the books and everything. Again, we do not get any kind of commission or money off of you guys going to listen to these books, either the audiobook or the ebook, or if you want to purchase the book from Shami herself. This is something that is purely just, we love these books so much. If you happen to buy the book from Shami, I don't know, Scott, if you have your box available, you will get your book shipped in one of these really, really nice boxes that Shami has. And I don't know why I'm so in love with these boxes, but damn it, it's a nice box. It does actually have the quotes or the steps of the pillar on them. Literally like every direction you could think to look up and on the bottom. So.
Oh, it's on the bottom too.
Is it on the bottom too?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
I just got to cover my address for all those, but there are. Yeah, it's on the bottom as well.
People can stalk you. And the inside, like, it is intense.
It's everywhere. So, it's amazing.
So again, if you want to go over to her story itself, you can go there as well. And with that, we will catch you guys next week in chapters 6 through 10 of World Serpent Arcanist.
Eric, Scott, and I want to thank everyone for listening today. We post a new episode every Wednesday morning at 11 Eastern, 10 Central, and 8 Pacific Standard Time. We are on all podcasting platforms and are also on YouTube as well for video. After the additional episode airs, we post chapter-by-chapter videos every day in a smaller, easier-to-digest format. We do want to give a special shout-out to the final member of our team, Dan Mackison, one of the admins for the Frith Chronicles Wiki, link listed below, and doing his best to keep everything running smoothly behind the scenes. If you want to reach out to us, you could email us at frithguildpod@gmail.com or on Facebook or any other social media by searching for Frith Guild Podcast. Just to remind everybody, we have links to everything in the description below on both the podcast and YouTube.
Thank you.